Imagine this, you're 20 years old, and you invest just $100 today. Fast forward 40 years, what do you think that $100 turns into? $1,000, $5,000. How about $50,000? The answer might shock you, it could turn into $1 million. But here's the catch, if you don't start now, you might never reach those heights. Now, I know what you're thinking, I'll start investing when I'm older, or maybe, I'll wait until I have more money. But here's the real question. What if you're leaving millions on the table by waiting just a few years? Stick around, because in this video, I'm going to show you how compound interest works, why it's a game changer for building wealth, and why starting today, yes, today, is your most powerful financial decision. The basics of compound interest. What you don't know could cost you millions, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is compound interest? In simple terms, it's the process of earning interest on your interest. Let's say you invest $100 and it earns 10% interest in a year. At the end of the year, you'll have $110. But here's the magic, the next year, you earn 10% on the $110, not just the original $100. That means you start to make more money without doing anything. Now, let me ask you this, how many of you have spent hours figuring out how to save $100 here or there? What if you could earn money just by leaving it alone? That's the true power of compounding. And no, I'm not talking about a magic money tree. If only that were true, right? But this is better than magic because it's real. But here's the catch, time is everything. Compound interest gets more powerful the longer you let it work. That's why the earlier you start, the more your money multiplies. Time is your best friend, but only if you start early. Let me hit you with some real numbers to put this into perspective. Let's say you invest $1,000 every year starting at age 25. You invest that same $1,000 every year until you're 35. After 10 years, you put in $10,000, right? But here's the kicker. If you continue investing that same $1,000 per year from ages 35 to 65, for 30 years, your total investment is $30,000, but thanks to compound interest, you could be sitting on $1 million. Now imagine if you wait until you're 35 to start. You'd be missing out on 10 years of compounding. That means your potential returns are cut drastically, even if you invest the same amount each year. You'd need to invest far more aggressively and still might not catch up. Time is your best ally when it comes to wealth building. The longer your money sits and grows, the more it works for you. But if you wait too long, you lose out on years of growth that could have turned $1,000 into $100,000 or even $1 million. The consequences of waiting. Don't let time slip away. Here's where the story takes a darker turn. Every year you delay is a year that your money isn't working for you. I know it might seem like there's plenty of time, especially if you're in your 20s or early 30s, but trust me, the cost of waiting is high. Think about this, if you wait until you're 35 to start investing, and you only start saving to $100 a month, that might not even be enough to retire comfortably at 65. It might be too late to achieve financial freedom unless you're putting in way more money than you expected. But here's the good news, it's never too late to start. Even if you're 30 or 35, you still have time. You just have to take action today and commit to consistency. If you start investing now, even if you're a little behind, you'll be amazed at how quickly things start to compound in your favor. The real power of compounding. How much could you be making? Okay, let's fast forward 10, 20, or even 30 years. Imagine your money growing steadily year after year. With compounding, you're not just adding to your savings, you're multiplying them. The key is to start now, no matter how small, so you can let compound interest do what it does best. Imagine telling your future self, I did the work when I was younger, and now I'm living the life I dreamed of. That's the power of compounding and why starting today is so crucial. Start today or miss out. So, here's the bottom line. The earlier you start, the easier it is to build wealth. Whether it's $50, $100, or $500 a month, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you start today. Because if you don't, those years will slip by faster than you can imagine, and you'll be left wondering, what could have been? I get it. You might feel overwhelmed or think it's too early to start planning for retirement. But trust me, compounding doesn't wait for anyone. It's time to take control of your financial future so that in 10, 20, or 30 years, you're not looking back, wishing you had started sooner. Now that you understand the importance of compound interest, let's take this a step further. In my next video, I'll show you how to supercharge your compounding strategy with smart investment options. Click on the end screen to dive deeper into the power of compound interest, and let's make sure your financial future is brighter than ever. Start now, and your future self will thank you.